Welcome to the Black American Hebrew Unity Discussion, and I'm your host, Black Sheep. Come on in, brothers and sisters. Come on in. And we just chopping it up, man. Just talking, man. Sparking our little brain, talking about shit that everybody in the United States need to be on. As far as the non-racist people, black pride, white pride, brown pride, we accept that. We accept all that. You know what I mean? That's what we looking for, people to have pride in what they doing, their nationality, their culture, their traditions. You know what I mean? It's a big difference than racism. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, you got to think a lot of our, brown counterparts is coming over from a country where, they it's a possibility they could be doing worse than black folk over here in the United States of America. You know what I mean? I'm talking worse. I talked to a few of my Hispanic brothers, and they'll tell you, and I'm gonna bring them up on the show too, and they'll tell you it ain't cool in their country, so they escape to come over here. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna speak on all that later. Not in this video, but just to show you that black folk been over here, you know what I mean, and have not been able to get significant loans. You see what I'm saying? You got black folk that's working for a company, maybe not their own, nationality, but they working, and they go into these banks and get them and try to get their checks cashed. Yeah. And the bank managers, they survey the check, they see the check, whatever they see in the check, they discriminate toward the check. Yeah, and these checks, if you go online on YouTube and look at brothers and sisters going in and out of these banks, that's working, actually. Working. Yeah, nigga, working. Yeah, they working. And that ain't clicked yet, huh? It will. These brothers and sisters, black folk, working. Let me rub it in there again. Working. These brothers and sisters working. Okay? Yeah. And they going to these banks with their checks that they get from working. It ain't rubbed in, Damn, let me try to get it in there. Okay. Black folk working. Yeah, working. Yeah, black people, African Black Americans working and take big check to bank, and they can't get it cashed. I don't think it's in there yet. Let's work on it. Okay? Working. Black folk working. They may not be working for their own nationality and black carcass cause, but they working, right or wrong. So the money that's in that check, okay, all that time they spent working, all that money, 30, 40,000. Why is that? Why are they being discriminated when they go in the bank and saying that they bank, saying that the bank is saying that they check is not a real check, mind you, because I'm rubbing it in at the point, at the mark, working. Okay, working, brothers and sisters. Okay, these black folk working and goes to that bank and can't cash that check. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah. So, like I said, all this shit ties into HR40. All this shit what we going through, man. HR40 come to squash all this shit. Believe that. And it's just up to a matter of a time when we all wake up to it, where it'll all be over in a positive manner and not swept up under the rug, you know what I'm saying, by some form of a nuclear exchange. It's only going one or another. It's only going one or two ways. You see what I'm saying? But just know that shit. Okay? Black folk working, man. Working. They get paid, okay? They checks looking like white folk checks. 30, 40, 50,000s. Okay? They go in these banks and thinking they getting this. I don't know what we thinking, but I know we want to cash our check. And we go in these banks and these managers telling us that the check ain't real. And I'm just coming from work. My boss, who been having this company open for over whoop-de-whoop years, everybody that's worked for them have been able to cash their check. I come here and I can't cash my check because you telling me it's not real. So all those checks that he gave all my other fellow employees, those checks not real, but they're able to cash them. Why do I come to this bank and you tell me that it's not real? And on top of it, they don't want to get a check back. The police got to be called for them to come and get a check back. So this is for, Black American edification and for worldwide recognition. Because we don't think our brown brothers and sisters that's working, you see what I'm saying? We don't think they going into them banks and facing, the same form of discrimination. I don't think they are. Okay? So, yeah. And building, we got to think businesses that's been closed. You got to think in your city, look at those vacant businesses. Those businesses that's been closed for how long? You see what I'm saying? Black folk been over here, okay, working and still not having been able to open up such businesses. You see? And you say, well, it's a can of worms. It's a can of worms, yeah, okay? But you got to think what come to put all those, worms in the proper brackets is HR40. It's not a can of worms with HR40. Just like a lot of things that's taking place will be a can of worms without structure. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. HR40 bringing structure to the board. About HR40 is bringing order up out of chaos, should I say. It's chaotic right now. Okay, racism is running the United States of America. Racism is running United States of America. Okay, black folk is and it's a war. Racism is war. Black folk is the cannon fodder in this racist war. And it's nuts and bolts in it, and I explained to you. But we ain't got no place out here in the United States other than coming together, man. Literally. And a lot of brothers and sisters is asleep even to the possible unity that's among us. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they sleep to it. So everybody, all Black Americans in the United States of America should be supporting HR40, okay? And really, really, really keeping up with CBCF, the CBCF. Really, literally. You know what I mean? We at the end of the totem pole, and 23 years, 22 years into the 21st century. Understand this shit. That shit fall from, okay, all rappers. So all the rappers that's coming out, I'm the one, and everybody want to be the one that come and wake up they people. It's your time to shine now, brother. Yeah, in the 21st century. Know this. So, these videos that y'all passing up and ain't nobody want to get on board, it's okay, man. There's plenty is called. If you notice, I'm calling all y'all from New York to the Bay. But I'm only coming for 144,000. So watch my numbers. Because when my numbers change, then you will see some changes. Know that shit. Know that shit. When these numbers start changing and people begin to get on board to Black American awakening and Black American participation in the economy, okay, like we see, our brown brothers and sisters able to come over from Mexico and get significant loans and come and open up businesses that's been closed for over I don't know how long. Okay? Yeah. Okay? If I could show you better than I could tell you, okay? Look here. See? Yeah, literally. Open up businesses, okay, that's been closed for how long? I'm just showing you, brothers and sisters. Black folk ain't been able to do that since we've been over here in the United States of America. Okay? So I'm just letting you know what to free up, all the bull crap. And that's racism. Soon as racism are like like Dr. Claude Anderson said, racism is what's running the world, and black folk ain't participating in it. So I think we need to start participating in being racist. Because when you're being racist, you're able to do, things like this here. You're able to get white privilege and open up businesses, that's been closed for I don't know how long. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. See, this is brown brothers and sisters that's coming over from, they country, which they not doing too good. And they get a wind of black folk ain't getting what they supposed to be getting. So black folk is at war financially with this government because this government ain't giving black folk what's owed to them. You see what I'm saying? We came over here on boats, kidnapped. We didn't ask to be over here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we didn't ask to be over here, man. And that's what we getting it fucked up in our head because we living over here like we didn't got a motherfucking visa from another country and came over here, willfully. That's how a lot of us act over here. You see what I'm saying? And you can hear our Ku Klux Klan brothers and sisters, what they yelling at they rallies. Nigger, go home. They ain't saying go home back to Africa, but they saying go home within yourselves and build your own, what's going on. Like our brown brothers and sisters is doing over here. Like our white brothers and sisters been doing over here. You see what I'm saying? So this is what it is. Ain't no black presence in the economy. You see? And when our brown brothers and sisters come over here, then they adapt to that disrespect that the white men have for the black men. They adapt to that stereotypical racist way of thinking because they have the privilege now over Negroes, who they look at as Diablo. You see what I'm saying? They call us Diablo. And and those that see black folk as mayates and carry that way of thinking, then that's a racist viewpoint. You see where I'm coming from now? Yeah, that's called a racist viewpoint. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah. See, that those are the ones that's able to, already been receiving white privilege. You see what I'm saying? They're into the program of the United States right now, of being able to go in the banks and get significant loans. You see what I'm saying? And they look at the type of money these white folk giving them privilege to, and then they could see clearly where the white man and the white establishment have a black man. Yeah, in hell. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah, man. So John Conyers, he's up in the White House knowing all this down here. And you might be like, well, who is John Conyers? And I don't know who the man is, but all I know is he tired of seeing black folk going through what they going through. So I'm going to keep it real with that. And I ain't going to lie to you. Yeah, I don't even know who the man is, man, personally. All I know is he has the keys to the gates of heaven for a Negro that's in hell, literally. And I'm going to research the brother. And all I know is that the brother, pushed HR40 in there, okay? I mean, well, he typed it and everything. It's something, how the Congress members say, oh, we need to vote in this bill. We need to vote in that bill. We need to vote this bill in. Everybody need to get along on this bill and do this bill, that bill. Okay, well, that's HR40 is a bill that the Black Caucus needs to support. And I'm talking about Negroes that's on Titi smoking them drugs. And I'm talking about brothers that's in the penitentiary. Okay, you in High Desert State Pen, man, you on level 4. Okay, yeah, you need to find a way to communicate. Okay, you in the shoot program, find a way, nigga, to communicate with CBCF. Whether your dumb ass don't believe it or not, nigga. Believe that shit. You on mainline, nigga? Yeah. People, your folks ain't sending you no packages. You forced to sell drugs in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, nigga, support HR40, pimp. Cause the more of us get in tune to what's owed to us, then this whole motherfucking racist ass system in the United States won't be looking at what's owed to us as a handout. Because right now, man, that's what they looking at this shit as. You got brothers and sisters on subsidies, food stamps. You got us that's disabled, okay, on Social Security, getting help, okay? This is what they trying to cut loose. The help that the government is giving us. Because once they take these food stamps, once they take all this shit that the government is giving us, then where's that putting black folk? Where's the fuck is that putting us? And then it's going to be, what the fuck are we going to be doing in the meantime, in between time, while HR40 is being sitted on or being put on the back burner? Just like the sister Congresswoman said when dealing with George Floyd case, how the air, the presence, the how can I say, what they was projected in the court, that it didn't even have to go that long. If you knew those cops were guilty and you knew the circumstance surrounding the situation, if you knew that, why have us wait so long? It was just a big old wait. And if I could find that clip and bring it to the show, I would. One of my phones is out, so go look for it. George Floyd, when the Congressional Black Caucus speaks at about it, about their participation in it. One of the congresswomen said it was like a big old weight. And the same thing that they're doing, this big old weight, is with HR40, knowing HR40 will put black folk in some form of a put us on the board some way. Right now, black folk is not on no financial economical board. And I don't give a fuck, nigga, if you got your own barber shop. Okay? Cause like Rick Ross, the rapper, said, instead of us flipping keys, trying to get jugs and flipping keys, niggas could be coming together and flipping these restaurants. We gotta eat down here, right? Ain't no soul food restaurants down here, man. Ain't no black union down here. And everything that we've built in the past, it was devastated, destroyed by the white governmental establishment powers that be. Go look up for yourself, Tulsa, Elaine, and there's a couple other cities that brothers and sisters came together. And look at Elaine. Look at the story, Elaine, on how the racist people, how the white folk pushed the black folk on to their own across the railroad tracks, where there was nothing over there, nothing. Okay? Black folk, by our white, racist, privileged counterparts, they didn't want to be around black folk. Okay? So black folk was pushed out of their communities financially. Okay? Financially. Just like they doing to us now with these subsidies. Okay? And all this. Okay, forcing us to go through hula hoops to be established in a community through Section 8, okay? And all these, they got it rigged up to where they ain't got the answer to shit, because they figuring they giving you what they giving you, and they figuring they want you to be content with what they giving you, okay? And got it in there that it's enough. And what you got Joe Biden himself saying, not one individual can survive without an equal economical opportunity. Okay? That's what like Mitch McConnell say, other immigrants that's coming over. Okay, like he say, that's what they're getting. The other immigrants that's coming over, they're getting this equal economical opportunity. Okay, while the narrative of a Negro is being pushed and pushed and pushed deeper and deeper and deeper into the grave. So I bring up Elaine by saying, look at that documentary and see how our white counterparts even then was pushing us away. And Elaine should teach us, because those black folks that was being pushed away, they all came together and turned Elaine to what the fuck it was before our white counterparts went to war with a whole nother, or was going through a whole nother thing. Okay, that didn't have nothing to do with black folk. And when they lost their war, then they turned and came, and our white folk, when our white counterparts lost that, whatever they was going through, then they turned around and came and devoured us. And look at Elaine. Look at the story, how when we didn't have shit, in poverty. And all of us had sense enough to come together and build our own motherfucking city from nothing. From nothing, man. You not hearing me. From nothing. Nothing, nigga. Nothing. And this is what's going to take place now. We need to come together. Black folk that don't have nothing. It's time. Literally. Go look at that. Don't look at that documentary, Elaine. And when the white folks ran into adversity with other nationalities and lost, then they came to devour black folk who they left to their own devices and built their kingdom up. And they came in and destroyed Elaine. Wake the fuck up. Know this shit right here, the way it is now, it's got us locked in and doomed as cannon fodder for a nuclear exchange. And black folk is not got shit to be able to escape and to preserve their DNA. If we have a nuclear exchange right now, black folk is doomed. Don't got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. While you have the elite white folk, okay, obviously who's been working on and knowing what the fuck has been going on, got us trapped while they all in bunkers, 30, 40, 50 feet underground, away from, any form of nuclear waste or it's aftermath, debris, the radiation that you can still catch cancer from. And the cold part about it is it don't have to be like this. It don't. And then we running into other, shit. Like, if it don't have to be like this, what's causing it to be like this? Then you run into president statements like Ronald Reagan when he's talking to all humanity, not as a racist. And he's letting the whole humanity know. He letting all humanity know of all nationalities. He's saying, don't we have an extraterrestrial presence among us already? This is why humans can't come together, because in the elite, they got extraterrestrial presence up there, exchanging technology, okay, for humans, abductions and things of this nature that they try to suppress, but it leaks. Just like these videos I'm making to you is being suppressed some way, somehow, because the things that I'm talking about, brothers and sisters should have been subscribing to this channel. Should have been. So that's letting me know these videos is not making it out to who they, they ain't letting me spin my web, obviously. So I'm going to stay at it, though, brothers and sisters. I'm going to stay at it, stay pushing, what I'm pushing to you. And hopefully, we see some changes up there in the White House. And hopefully, not only see, but feel changes down here through HR40. Because just like they got these free phone booths set up, everybody get a free phone. They have HR40 with preparations for reparations proposals up like the same thing. Hey, are you Black American? Man, you may want to come over here and sign, man. Yeah, what's going on? Hey, you African Black American? Yeah, man, you better come over here. HR40 in the White House. Well, yeah, they won't. Yeah. Just like they calling you now. Hey, man, you need a free phone? They got free phones over here, man. Free phones. It's gonna be like that with proposals for reparations. You Black American, African American? Man, HR40, John Conyers made it through, man. He made it through, man. Yeah. We all supporting him. Everybody, all the rappers supporting him. All the actors and actresses supporting him. All the blogs are supporting him. Everybody down here in hell is supporting him. So, and basically, if they ain't knowing, they're about to know. So if any celebrity, any music celebrity get a hold to these videos, this about John Conyers and HR40, man. Okay? Know that. Okay? So any actors, Denzel Washington, who else? Well, we can't say Danny Glover. Danny Glover already in there, been in there. Yeah. Danny Glover already been in there. Been in there. Yeah. Danny Glover. Yeah. Yeah. Danny Glover been in there. Yeah. So Wesley Snipes, if you still alive, Jamie Foxx, to our rappers too. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Doggy Dogg, Daz, Too Short, E40, Richie Rich. Y'all out there, man. This what need to be promoted in y'all music, man. Black American awakening, man, into Hebrews. That's how far as I'm taking it. This one here. Because Black American, African American is already a false motherfucking entitlement anyway. Because ain't nothing falling over that but nuclear waste, nigga. Know that shit. And a whole bunch of motherfucking racism. That's the only thing falling up under Black American. Hebrew. Now, our nationality as Hebrews in the United States would change all this racism. Literally. Literally. Know that shit there, man. Know that all these stereotypical views and how these other immigrants coming over viewing black folk, we get our own nationality up under our original